Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today's video is a pretty exciting video because it will get to how to mod DDS Simulator. So this video will be separated in two parts. The first part is how to mod values like numbers and stuff like that, so pretty easy. And the second part will be how to change texture files and possibly other stuff that I didn't get to yet. So maybe if you're more experienced in this stuff, so you can change models and other things like sound, but for today we'll get to changing values and texture files. Before we get to how to mod the game, I'll explain to you what you'll need if you want to change stuff yourself, or if you want to just download a mod that someone already made and just install it without needing all the software. So go into library, right click on DDS, manage, browse local files, and then it will open up right here. So keep this somewhere around, okay? Next, very essential software is the illusory software, which can be aka UnrealModUnlockerBasic. So it's a free app. You don't need the pro version, you only need the basic version. So you need this to actually load the modded files instead of the original game files. Second app or software you need is umodel. This software will let you extract and view the in-game files, so you can change them and then replace them using this app. For actual modding, you'll need either one of these. UAssetGUI is basically the same thing, but some of the files can't be viewed on this one, so I recommend you get this one if you want to mod the game yourself. And last but not least, if you want to mod texture files, you will also need UnrealEngine editor from the Epic Games Store. You need specifically the version 4.21.2, which is the same exact version that DDS actually runs on. That's it for what you will need. You'll just need some time. It's pretty easy and simple. Just follow the steps. You will find all links you'll need for all of these in the description of this video, and in a few days I'll also make a guide on Steam on step-by-step instructions how to do this, and maybe even post a few mods there that I already made. I made a few mods like these, their balance changes and quality of life stuff. Okay, so the first part is how to mod values. Example of this is the capacity of certain equipment, like how many grams a mixer can hold, how fast it works, and how much a phone costs, or a bracelet or a gold bar, how fast laundering goes, and other things. You can also edit all the text in the game, stuff like that. Just simple stuff, but pretty cool features. Even how many cops can spawn, exposition, how much getting caught will affect it, and yeah, a lot of stuff. So what you want to do is, again, bring up the directory folder. You need it for in a little bit. Then open up UnrealModUnlockerBasic or illusory software, and again you'll find all of these in the description of the video. Just open it. You'll get this. Mute it real quick because it's kind of annoying. Then what you want to do is press open, and here you want to go to the directory folder, copy it, and then come here, press Ctrl V and enter, so you can go in here. And then what you want to do is go into the DDS folder, and then into binaries, Windows 64, and then just press select folder. Once you're in here, press patch. It will tell you that you're patching it for the first time, and if you want to install the mod unlocker to this game, just press OK, and it will tell you it's patched. Once you did that, just close the game. And now what you want to do is go into that same directory, find this executable, which is DDS-Windows64-shipping. We want to open it once, which will close it immediately and tell you this. So just press OK, don't need to read it. It will create this file and this folder which has a DLL in it. This basically tells the game to load our modded files, which will go into the content folder in here. So this is the directory to the game. You open the DDS folder, this content folder will be where we put our new modded files and textures. Simple enough, right? Okay, so once you did that, you're pretty much ready to start modding. Now we'll get to how to change the values. So what you need is the umodel app. So if you want to mod the game yourself, you need it. If you don't want to mod it yourself and only want to install mods that are already made, you don't need any of these. You just want this unlocker and the files, and I'll show you how to install them at the end of the video or in this section. Okay, so open up umodel. You get this thing. You can just lower that, don't close it. You get this thing. You want to press the three dots, come here and just paste the directory to your game files and press enter. Just the same thing as with the Unreal Mod Unlocker. Don't go into binaries and stuff, stay in here and just press select folder. Then go onto override game detection and set it to Unreal Engine 4 and the specific version to 4.21 and the platform to PC down here. Now if you're going to change the values only, you don't need any of these checked, just uncheck all of them so it's easier to read and view the files later. But if you want to change the textures, keep them all checked so it's easier to find what you want to change. And for sound, if you're curious, you can check that one. And yeah, you're done. Just press OK and you should find it all viewed like this. Now from this point you want to find the files that you want to change. For example, a very simple mod you can make is changing the capacity of the large mixer, which is usually 1 kilogram top, but we want to make it hold at least 10 kilograms, so 10 times the size. So what you want to do is go over to the folder drugs, and at the game folder go to drugs, drug lab, and you'll find mixers. This is where the mixer equipment is. Drug lab is all the equipment. So what you want to do is go over to drugs. If you want all of the folders, obviously you can just do drug lab, but we want to go drugs. Just right click and press save folder packages. Then what you want to do is I'm gonna make a new folder here, DDS tutorial modding tutorials. Make a large mixer mod, let's call it mod, and then just select the folder. Want to extract these files in there and press OK. Just make sure you have it set to keep the folder structure. What you wanna do now is go over to that folder you just made, go into here, open this. You can see game, drugs, and what we saw in here. The file we're looking for is in here. So mixers, you can find a lot of mixer files and stuff in here. That's just the values. What you want to do is click here and copy the directory to these files, and then here is where the next app comes into play. We need either one of these two apps to actually change the values. So you can either get Asset Editor or UAssetGUI. I'm going to use UAssetGUI because it's slightly better. Not really that much better, but yeah, it's better. Click here on the version selector, set it to 4.21, make sure it goes smoothly. Then press on the file, press open, click here and Ctrl V. Paste the directory to the file that you want to change. Then press enter to enter the directory and press find the folder, the file that you want to change, and then open it. In our case, we want to make the large mixer hold more capacity. So find the file for that equipment and then open it. In this case, I'm pretty sure it's the large lab mixer.uasset. Make sure you know what the file type is. We want to open the uasset file. So open it. You see it come up like this. Find export data. Click on plus sign and just look for the value that you want to change. So in this case, it's in export data, export 3, default, whatever. Come here, you can find this this thing right here, select it, and you can see a bunch of properties. The other stuff doesn't really matter, doesn't have much stuff you can change. So yeah, just make sure you're in the right page and start changing. So in this case, rotation speed, we don't want to mess with that. Maximum capacity override, you want it from 1 kilo to 10 kilos, right? So make it 10 kilos. Max capacity, again, just make it 10 kilos. Base working time in seconds, let's make it a lot faster. Let's make it finish in 6 seconds. Okay, so from 60 make it 6, press enter, and done. The precision is you can also change it, but the large mixer is already perfect precision, which is 100%, or 1 between 0 and 1. So let's keep it like that. And once you're done changing, press file, save as, and it will be the same directory. What you want to do is name this modded file the exact same as the one you just changed. So in this case, it's the large lab mixer.uasset. Just press it, it will copy the name exactly as it was. What I like to do is make a new folder for all the changes that I made, and call it modded, so I know and keep my work organized. Open it and just click save. Let's go to the folder and see how it looks. It created 2 new files, the UAsset and the .uexp. Don't worry about it, just you need to copy over both of these files so it works. And yeah, you're pretty much done editing now. What you want to do now is open the game directory, and if you can remember, we said earlier that where you want to put the modded files is in the content folder. So if you open it, you'll see a folder called packs. This is the game files which we opened right here. Don't worry about it, just keep it aside. Create a new folder. Before you create a new folder, go over to the files you extracted. So in our folder called large mixer mod, there's the first folder you see is the game folder. So what you want to do is copy, make a new folder for the same structure. So our modded file is in here, so it goes into game, then drugs, then drug lab, then mixers, and then put it here. Don't make a folder called modded, because the actual file is in just mixers. But you see the content file folder, I mean, just pretend as if it's the game folder. Don't come here and create a game folder, that will not work. Just pretend that this is the actual game folder, and just start from the next folder on. So we'll make a drugs folder, then open it, make another folder called the drug lab. Just follow the same structure as you see in here. Open it, keep on making new folders until you reach the file directory. Make a mixers folder and open it. Now here, don't make a modded folder, we just made it to keep our work organized. You can replace the old file, but I like to keep a copy of all the original files. Go into your modded files, copy the new files, and just paste them in here. At this point you are done. What you want to do now is just lower everything and just open the game and test whether or not your mod worked. Okay, so we're in the game. What you want to do now is test and see if the mod you just made works properly or not. So here's large mixers. When you open them, you can see they're like 10,000 kilograms, which is capacity, which means our mod worked. The processing loss is 0%, precision is perfect, which is 100%. We didn't change that, that's already vanilla. And the max work time is 6 seconds, so that's new. Let's go on and try something. Yep, it's indeed 6 seconds max. So yeah, our mod worked. You can do whatever you want now. And yeah, you can do this for all the other equipment too, even the containers that are in the folder like containers, not drug equipment. And yeah, I changed the pill makers to 1 kilo, the dryers to 20 kilos, the small ones to 10, the flasks to a kilo, the coffee mills I made them hold a kilogram, and they have no processing loss in our other mods in my testing, so you can change pretty much a lot of the game. Just find what you want to change, and in my guide you'll find all of these mods ready to be installed, hopefully. So what you want to do is just install the mod unlocker basic and just copy the folders of the mods I made into your content folder as they are, and you'll get the mods installed. Pretty easy, right? And I also modded my face into 2 towers. Okay, so the second part of this tutorial is how to change texture files. So since we already covered how to change values, you can do that with pretty much any file you can find in here, if it's useful, of course. And yeah, we'll get to how to change texture files. So in this in textures, what you need is Unreal Engine editor. So open it up, install it if you don't have it. You probably don't have it, so you need to make an account in Epic Game Store. Then go on to your left side of the screen, find the Unreal Engine editor, then click the plus button to add another version, then set it to 4.21.2, which is the same version as DDS, which has developed on, and then just open it. So what you want to do is open umodel and find the texture that you want to change in the first place. So in this case I want to change the game logo from the main menu. So it's in, when you go to game, scroll down to GUI, so the user interface, global user interface. No, actually no, it's not in GUI. Just scroll to main menu, you'll find menu UI folder under it, which has these files, which are the logos. Right click on it, save folder packages, press OK, and then go over to where you set it to save, basically. So you see a lot of files. You can't open these up, so sadly. So if you want to open it, you want to press export folder content, and what will happen is that you'll find the stuff readable. I'm pretty sure I didn't export it to the same directory though, so these are the logos. So the texture you want to change is this one. This is the logo for the game. The way we're gonna do it is through baking another image, that same thing. We want to bake it into the UE editor. And just replace it like a value mod. So this is the texture you want to change. Now what you want to do, don't worry, these are just from experiment. You can see some fun stuff. Press on new project, press on blank, and it doesn't matter what you name it or where it is, just press create project. Don't need to change anything. Let it initialize. And in the meantime, find a texture that you want to change it with. So what I'm gonna do is find the texture and put it right here, so it's easier to find. This is the file I want to change with the logo, so I'm gonna copy it over. And yeah, that's the first part done. Starting to lag for some reason. And Unreal Engine is open. Let it go through, because yeah, once you're fully in the game or in the editor, what you want to do is get the file you want to change, put it in here, import it here, then press save all. Make sure you select or save the files you want to change, press save selected, and then what you want to do is finally press file, go down here and press cook content for Windows. Once you do that, just wait for it to finish, and then once it finished, it should put the new files into your documents folder. Come here into, where is it? Unreal projects. No, it's not done yet, so I'm not gonna go there yet. and as you can see it's finished. Go into your documents folder, Unreal projects, find the project you just made. In this case it's my project 3, I didn't rename it. Where you wanna go is in saved, I'm pretty sure. Go into saved, then cooked, Windows no editor, my project 3, and content. You can see the new file we just cooked. This is basically bacon or cooking files. You find it here. This is the file you want to change with the whatever you want to change. So go back to the folder, make a new folder called modded, so we're still organized. Open it and put the new files in here. Now go back, wait. Open the file content folder for your DDS directory. This is your DDS directory from Steam. Open DDS folder content as usual. Then follow the folder structure after game folder. So first folder after the game folder is main menu. Ctrl Shift N for a new folder. Call it main menu. Then into there make a new folder called menu UI. The folders exactly as they are in the game files, and even with the big and small letters, I forgot what you call them, and just copy and paste the new files. Oh, doesn't seem it worked. I'm gonna go back and check for stuff that I didn't do right. Oh yeah, my bad, I did not rename the file like the other one. So the actual file is called logo-menu.uasset. So make sure the name is the exact same name as it was. Same for the other one. Make sure it's the exact same name, even though the sizes are different. Make sure they are the exact same, so the game just loads them in the same position as the other one, and make them work. And yep, well, it worked. It changed the logo file, but it doesn't work as intended. So this is the file we're going to change. As you can see, it's a lot smaller. Okay, so I made a quick crop of my logo. Just gonna change it with the other file. So logo-menu, go into the modded folder, make sure it's the same one, and then here just change them, because those ones don't work properly. Change them to the one that works and try again. Okay, it worked. So the problem with it was that the image was not the same dimensions as the original one. So as you can see, it works this time, and you can change anything basically in this thing. This is actually a level, so you can change the background, it's not the video. And yeah, that's about it really. That's how you can change textures in DDS. Alright, so that will be the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, you'll find everything you need in the description. And yeah, for you guys that don't want to actually mod the game yourself, what you need to do, what you need is only this this software, UnrealModUnlockerBasic, and you need to put the files you download into the content folder like this. Don't touch the packs folder, that's actually the game files. What you need to do is just take the folders you downloaded or the mods, just put them in here, and just patch the game using this as I showed. You should come here, find this Windows 64, put it in there, patch it, and then open it once. It will create new files, and that will be it. You'll be ready to mod the game, to have the game modded. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and like the video, comment any questions. I want to give a huge thank you to my friend Huslaa for helping me with these with the modding the game.